Yeah. But is he coaching?
Oh, no, he's right here.
All right.
Where the hell the chairs go? Good evening and happy Wednesday all the way here up in Sonora and wherever you're watching us live. I am Lauren Goodman, your favorites coach, and we are live here in the NBA division as we start our evening games here at the NCS TV Summer Camp. Got a double dribble early. And we got my favorite guy, Mr. Chase Tolliver, playing the point for his squad. And he gets a floater over the top. Can't connect, but he gets his own rebound. Here comes Chase. Floater, not on line. Wasserman back to our favorite guy in the tournament, LaCourte from Oakdale. He's been having a great showing out here at the summer camp. Just day 3 of play. Tomorrow gets the interesting part, and we get a layup by Cannon Moore. He had a breakout game the last time we seen him. LaCourte down the right lane, up for 2. And now these kids are getting a little bit more settled in. They're getting more familiar with their coaches and their teams, and we see them balling out of control. We just had a great break after dinner. Shout out to all of the staff working here, taking care of us. Moore wanted some more, but can't get it. Gets the tip rebound right there, stays with it. Mr. Swagadocious goes down the lane, and it just rattles in and out. And they say it's going to stay possession arrow that way. Tolliver on the inbound. Ragoza gets a tip deflection, finds more, but who's there? Wasserman. Push in transition. Give him the 2 the easy way. Defense always converts to easy offense. Grant Wasserman. He's our utility player of the camp. Tolliver. Moore, baseline drive. Oh, he steps out of bounds, not really seeing where he is. And, push out of bounds. So we're going to go keep it Grizzlies ball. Tolliver on the inbound baseline drive, just too much on it. Gets his own rebound. Kicks out to Moore. Moore, change of attire for the second half of these games. Warner lost control. A turnover goes back to the Bobcats. Bobcats, really interesting team. I like this group. McIntosh, nobody guards him, and he pulls from the trigger three. Good hustle right there by Wasserman. Extra effort. That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the utility guy. Extra effort. Hustles after that ball, gets a tip, and saves another possession for his team. Kick ball. We're going to stay here. Bemis on the inbound, finds McIntosh. Right-hand drive, floater in the middle. Just a little too much. Regaza on the rebound. Breeze past McIntosh, but the reverse pivot kind of got him in a different situation. Here comes Tolliver. Kick to Moore in the corner. McIntosh almost with the steal. Moore, baseline drive, reverse layup. It's a block party by LaCourte. And here's your invite. Regaza on the inbound. Little post work there. Gathers himself, throws it off the right-hand side, but can't connect it for two. Here comes McIntosh. Surveys. Nobody stops him. He's probably going to stop and pop. That's what he does. Does he land it? No. Going back the other way, Regaza in transition. Back to Warner. Warner, good stop and pop, but he cannot finish it. Ball on the court. And we're going to take a short break here. You're listening to Coach Goody, and we're live at NorCal Sports TV Summer Camp 2025. Back here on the blacktop up in Sonora. The NCS TV Summer Camp 2025. Year 2 for me. A lot of familiar faces around here, players and staff. Thomas down deep for 2. Got a different rotation for the big man. Everybody trying to figure out what they're going to do and how they're going to rotate. Instant impact. More with the tip. Going in transition, here comes Thomas trying to fight for position, but he gives Moore a screen. Back to Thomas. Tries to gather himself. Kicks out to Tolliver for 3, but Thomas with the rebound over Jacobson. And he bounces it on the sideline. Again, on that low side, farthest from the booth. It is a very close line between the sideline out of bounds and the curb that goes into the grass. So a lot of players sometimes not familiar looking down. Had that mistake a couple times today. Coldani, Mr. Ice Cold, is in the game. Lorenzo for 2. And we got an 8-4 ball game. Tolliver, little out of control on that one. Again, good intentions. Chase Tolliver going to be a special kid when he gets older. Still special now, but see the potential in him. Kid out of Stockton. Gets back on defense. Here is our guy, Coldani. Misread the roll, and it goes straight to Thomas. Thomas, full head of steam. 1-2, and a tip foul on Coldani, and Thomas is going to go to the line for 2. Hard right on that one. But he got a second opportunity, so see what he does. Cleans it up. Beautiful swish over the net. Good cross there by McIntosh. Can he get the jumper? No, but that was a great move. Great kid as well, very coachable. Had a couple talks with him during the in-between time, and Love talking to him about basketball. Tolliver can't connect on that one. Goes over the backboard, and they're out. Here come the Bobcats. Dump down to Jacobson. He's in his sweet spot. Can't get the shot he wants. Thomas, good, at least contest right there. McIntosh, a really good shooter. And it's going to stay here at the Bobcats. Inbound to Koldani. He loses it. Tolliver takes it away for the steal. Here comes Tolliver. Moore, wide open. Thought about the shot. Fakes his man out. Goes baseline side. Stops to Thomas, but they call it 3 seconds in the key. It's going the other way. Here comes McIntosh. Back to Koldani. Gets in a congested core jam there, and he loses the basketball. Here comes Tolliver. Rushes back to defense, but it's tipped away. Warner gets the tip deflection. One of our scoreboard guys. Wasserman up to Koldani. Koldani takes his time, finishes for two. Lorenzo Koldani, the cold one. Dump down to Thomas. Thomas, 1-2, gets a little contest by Jacobson, but the second attempt, no worries for him. He gets another bucket, and he has 5 on the evening. After a little bit of play, we got a 10-9 ball game, and we're going to take a short break right after these messages. Welcome back to the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. I am your lovely and gracious announcer for tonight, Lauren Goodman. Sticking with you guys all week. McIntosh, little tween to get through some traffic. They call a reach-in foul, and we're going to get a out of bounds. Low on the inbound. Staying with the Bobcats. Jacobson left wide open, and he takes no time to get his 2 points. Eli Jacobson had a 10-piece in the last game, and he continues that offensive prowess in this one. Tolliver. Turn it. Gets off the corner float game. Not using that backboard, so he hasn't been able to connect, but he's making some good moves to the rim. Punch out from the back. Nobody called Wolf. And Tolliver, being a heads-up player he is, he gets another steal, but then he's right to a turnover. LaCourte, in and out, surveys. Gets it tipped away. Which way is it going? And it's going back to the Grizzlies. Tolliver, patient, gets a screen from Chase, dumps down to Thomas. Thomas turns the corner and gives the big fella 2 of them because he's not playing any games. Once he gets in position and he turns his corner, he's pretty much unstoppable. Great start, great showing on his week. And a floater over everybody by LaCourte. Tolliver and McIntosh getting the battle a couple times. Thomas kicks out to Moore. Moore wasn't ready, so he resets, loads it, baseline drive, dumps it down back to Thomas. Thomas not in a good position to score there and can't get it in for two. Here comes LaCourte. Cross back in the left-hand side. Float over the middle. Goes too hard, but he keeps his own rebound. One thing that number 71 is going to do, he's going to follow his shot. The cold one. Just a little left, but Jacobson gets the rebound. LaCourte float. Wasserman keeps it in. I told y'all, the utility player, number 48, he never stops playing, and he gets the bucket. And one for his squad. Number 48 doing everything for his team.
6-point game. You got 29-23.
Going back the other way. Great play by our guy, Grant Wasserman. Moore kick to the corner. A lot of contact right there. Coach just complaining about that, or should I say speaking about that. Here comes Tolliver. Tries to go through the double team, but LaCourte punches it away. Going full head of steam. Thomas. No easy buckets, he said. And we're going to go to the line for two.
We know exactly why they're doing it, and we're going to talk about it. I'm serious.
LaCourte at the line for two. And he's good on the first. Really, really.
So do it out here for me. Get some push-ups in the game.
Little confusion here. Going for the second, and he misses. Thomas gets a rebound. We're back to play here, having fun at the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. Chase tries to throw the pass, but LaCourte jumps the lane. Here he goes down the left-hand side. Told him about that using the right hand on the left side, but he can't connect. Wasserman. Hezzy, Cole Donnie tries to get a free throw pull right there, but he
That's game.
and
Rip, that's game. Rip, that's game. Oh, my goodness. Game.
and that's the ball game here. 17-11. And we will be back after our halftime break. Talk to you soon. halftime break. Got a little confusion, got a little water, and now we're back to good basketball. Tolliver off the break, and he gets his first bucket of the evening. Jacobson is also one of my favorite players, but he gets invited to the block party by Thomas. Here comes Tolliver. I really like this matchup with him and LaCourte. Very similar players. Work out, go against each other one-on-one all the time. So inbound to Thomas. Thomas, big player move, doesn't use the glass. He misses that one. But they call a foul on the second attempt, and Thomas will be going to the line. Short left on the first one. Doesn't connect on either one of those. LaCourte loses the ball in transition. And here come the Bobcats. Excuse me, the Grizzlies. Going back the other way. Wasserman, push. And it's going to be a low side inbound for the Bobcats. Tolliver, jab step. One dribble jumper. Doesn't get it. Good hustle by Thomas. Keeping the play alive. Spin. Over two and count him for two. 2 for 2. Thomas playing really well again. Had a 20-piece earlier today, and he's continuing that cycle. Over here, he already has 9. Big rebound. Definitely got double-double in rebounds. No doubt about that. Tolliver. Miscommunication there with Thomas. McIntosh in the right space at the right time, and he gets a rattle over the front end of the rim and give him 2. Wide open Warner. Float over the top. Doesn't stick with it, and that's not like Warner. He's really a hustle guy. Coming back the other way, LaCourte double dribbles, and so it's going to go back to the Grizzlies. Tolliver. Left-hand dribble. Thomas cleans it up. Really unstoppable for E.T. E.T. number 22. LaCourte leaning on that one. He's got to stick with it. And don't take yourself away from the basket. Bring yourself more closer to the basket, should we say. Tolliver gets Jacobson, takes him on the baseline side, and they call a foul. And he'll go to the free throw line. Good on the first from Mr. CT out of Stockton. Two for 2 for our guy Tolliver. 19-20 game. Get the out of here. Thomas, block party leads to a breakaway for Moore, and Moore does what he does best. He got the elbow band back on. He got the sleeve back on, and now he's feeling himself silent assassin, Mr. Moore. Get a good pass into Thomas, and they're going to make him work for sure. So the blackout from the back. I would double team him too. Get off me. And they call a foul. Thomas going to go to the line for 2. Good on the first. Not quite there on the second. And it is our designated timeouts right now, so we'll get back to you in a short minute. Back right under 11 minutes here. Actually, 10:56 left to go. Again, last 2 minutes of every second half will be regular regulation rules. Not high school rules in particular, but it will just be regulation rules. We got a foul down low. Tolliver bringing the ball up for his squad. Really like him at point. Again, another one of our 6 a.m. guys. Turns the corner hard right. Gets it up over the top, and they call a foul. And he is back at the line for 2. Big rebound there from Thomas. He gets it tipped away, keeps it high, and count him for 2 and an and 1. Koldani doesn't look at the rim, but he finds Jacobson, and that's an and 1 bucket for him. Jacobson gets him an old-fashioned. Tolliver, step through, everybody. Focus and finish on that one. Seems like he got a better rhythm here in the late second part of the game. McIntosh finds Jacobson early. Jacobson with the mismatch between Thomas. LaCourte tried to get an elbow jumper. Him and Jacobson fight for the ball, but they don't come out successful with that shot. Tolliver on the push. Trying to use the screens to get open. Kicks it back to Chase. But it's picked off by McIntosh, and we got a hand check. We'll have a side inbound. Ball inbounded to McIntosh. Oh, just a little bit too much. Bemis right in the right spot He can't connect either. Here comes Thomas. Put the ball on the floor, big fella, and go through traffic. LaCourte stops him. Give me a little power reverse. It's contact foul all day long. Can't do nothing about it. Thomas back at the line for 2. Thomas, good shot, just not there on the first. Here he goes for his second. Really great shooter's touch. Again, the big man can shoot the basketball really well. Shows it right there. Goes 1 for 2.
Hey, timeout! Timeout!
Got a couple rebounds here. Gonna take a short break, figure some things out. We'll be right back here on NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. technical difficulties, but that don't stop no show over here. Shout out to the crew. We're back up and running, and we're going to finish this game out. Tolliver down the lane for two. He misses. The cleanup guy, Mr. Thomas, and it's another foul. Short on the first. Sun's still going down, so on our side, where Thomas is shooting at the sun, is very much so still in their eyes, so might be a part of one of the issues there. Lines it up, but could not get the roll. Now another thing, playing outside, a little different on the black top. Corte try to go all the way, pulls back for a mid-range jumper. That one don't fall either. Here comes Tolliver. Pushing in transition. He slows it up, but he finds a running streak in Thomas down the lane, and he gets another foul called. He's going back to the line for two. Fixes it, makes the adjustments. Now, one thing I will say about ET, man, if you tell him something, if he has something going on with his game, he's going to try to make the adjustment. You see there on the first free throw, second one, just not there. But every time he gets a coaching advice or he gets something, he asks a question, he's going to attempt to make a adjustment, get better. That's what you want out of the players. LaCourte tried to do a spin move, gets tipped out. Thomas, full court, head steaming. Nobody's going to stop him, but he boots it over to the left side. Here comes Wasserman. LaCourte, back, misses as well. Gets his own rebound, shoots it again. Can't connect on that one. Haven't really been able to get the ball in the rim right now for the Bobcats. And the free throws have been an issue for them as well. Good move there from Thomas, and he gets a two. See, I'm tired of these free throws. I'm going to go ahead and put the ball in the rim. Koldani, haven't said his name in a minute, but he gets a shot. Pulls for three, can't connect. Nicknamed the cold one. Moore, great job. Smooth operator. Can't connect, but the cleanup man can. And he follows. They call another foul. And Jacobson is looking extremely confused. The biggest part is right now is you got to keep your hands up and you got to box him out. We talked about this yesterday when we did defensive stations. You got to find your man and then box him out. And they have not been able to do that for Thomas, and there's a reason why. He connects on the first, but he's taken 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 free throws. This will be number 14. And that's a lot of free throws, a lot of fouls, but it's because playing bad defense, he's so dominant. It's a combination of things that's led to that. LaCourte tried to go between the legs on Tolliver, mixes him up, but he picks his dribble up. Bemis, haven't heard that name in a minute, and he gets an and-one bucket. Oh, they call it before he gets the shot off. So it won't be an and-one, but he will definitely get another attempt. LaCourte, left side, no good. Jacobson, this team's cleanup man, kicks it out to Bemis, but Bemis loses it, and it goes back the other way. Here comes Tolliver. Thomas reads it. Face-up jumper, but nobody blocks out Regaza, and he gets the rebound. Thomas cleans up, and he gets an and-one for another put-back basket.
Don't listen to them. Timeout! Timeout! Timeout!
We have finally reached the 2-minute mark, and It's 30-27, and we'll be right back to get into the swing of things here at the summer camp for NorCal Sports TV. And we're back to play here. A little controversy over the score, but ain't nobody got a pencil whip nobody. We got it all straight here at the table. Me and my producer staying locked in, and all of our volunteers, we thank y'all so much because y'all keep us afloat. Koldani coming in off the timeout, pushes it to McIntosh. McIntosh just can't line one up today. Coming back the other way, LaCourte fouled hard, and we're in a 1-and-1 situation. Inbound low side. Here comes Thomas. Full court pressure can happen, and there's a foul. Big fella takes a tumble there. We're going to get him some help. Take a short break, and we'll be right back here at the NorCal Sports TV Summer Camp.
Whenever the ball comes into the court, you got to be on it. It's missing a lot of plays.
I see you. Look over there. He ain't shot the ball at all this whole game.
If there's some action going on, you're the shot. Huh? Well, just like right there, they were up and they were about to steal it. And it became a foul.
Hey, it's 1-and-1, baby. Listen, they about to get cussed out.
You're not saving.
Hey,
Not coming back.
I'm like, boy, this one game, I got the points on point right here. It's 1-and-1. Yeah, we had like a minute. Back to play. We got free throws here. Thomas have to get taken off the court. We're going to make sure he's good. He's with our trainer on staff for the whole week. We got Moore to sub in. He's good for the first free throw. Smooth assassin right there. One for two for Moore, but step back, Koldani. Jump shot not there. You see a little fatigue happening in the kids. They got to play out here on the blacktop. Travel for Tolliver. 4-point game. Koldani gets a two. He has 8. LaCourte picks up full court. Here we go. Bemis forces the shot. 2-point game. Here comes Moore. Keeps it under control. LaCourte. Foul, and we got 1-and-1 situation. '57. Two-point game. Everybody on the campgrounds is dialed in. It's probably the closest game we've had. We had a couple one-point games, but it's off more, and it's going back the other way. We got 57 left on the clock. Here comes Cole Donnie. Got to get a 2. Stop and pop. No air ball. Not what he wanted, for sure. So I know he's about to pick up full court. That's the cold one. Bemis almost still takeaway. And we're going to take a timeout here, getting things in order. Our close game for Court 2. We'll see you guys back after the break on NorCal Sports TV. Back into play, LaCosta up. Oh, and they get a foul on LaCourte. He's going to the line for 2. And let's see what he can do here. Possibility to tie the ball game up. 2 free throws. Short on the first, hard on the second. Thomas tries to save it. It goes back to LaCourte. He keeps it in, but he throws it to Warner. Warner to Thomas. Moore coming down. It's the smooth operator right here. He's going away from the foul, and they foul him. 20 left on the clock, and he's going to the free throw line. Moore lining up. We got 20 seconds left on the clock. It's a 2-point game. Cole Donnie, how cold is he going to be right here? 15 seconds left on the clock. He goes with the in and out. Takes his time, finds LaCourte. Corte with the double team, tips it out. He loses it. Here comes Thomas. Losing it off his leg. Regaza shoots it. And that's the ball game here. The Grizz take a 31-29 victory over the Bobcats. That is the ball game here for our first evening game on Court 2. I am Lauren Goodman, the coach. And I want to shout out my producer. We get through it all, Mr. Avery, and all the amazing camera people that help Court 2 be awesome. We'll see you guys soon on the next one. Have fun the rest of the evening. Jesus.